the idea I couldn't explain the chat why this was happening, but this explains it. So I just want to watch this. Bad Take Inc.
All right, yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Mr. Depp.
Good afternoon.
Can you please tell the jury why you're here today?
Wait, that is his real voice.
Yes.
LOLXD.
About 6 years ago,
Nobody cares. No, I feel like somehow that you kind of should care. This is kind of a big deal, though, dude. What happens if you say some fucking ass crack bullshit that isn't true, right? Is there any repercussions? And if you have proof that it's garbage and it's not real, do things happen the way you think they should happen in our court of law in today's world? And this is a good description of that.
Ms. Heard made
What?
some quite heinous and disturbing, wrote these disturbing criminal acts against me that were not based in any species of truth. It was a complete shock that it just didn't need to go in that direction, as nothing of the kind had ever happened. Though the relationship, there were arguments and things of that nature, but never did I myself reach the point of striking Ms. Heard in any way, nor have I ever struck any woman in my life. And so at the time, because the news of this, her accusation.
Guys, let me read it. Guys, why are you guys saying kappa? Why are you saying kappa? Guys, you guys are under oath in a court of law. Okay. People could disprove that with anything, whatever the fuck. What is always not to?
Had sort of permeated the industry and then made its way through media and social media, became quite a global let's say, quote-unquote, fact, if you will. And since I knew that there was no truth to it whatsoever, I felt it my responsibility to stand up, not only for myself in that instance, but stand up for my children, who at the time were 14 and 16, and so they were in high school. And
oh Jesus, that's fucking cooked up.
I thought it was diabolical that my children would have to go to school and have their friends or people in the school approach them with the infamous People magazine cover with Ms. Heard with a...
Yeah, that is incredibly reasonable and considerate. Okay, guys, I feel like that is a completely valid concern, and I feel like this wouldn't be overplayed or, oh my god, why you bring this up into court? Nah, this makes a lot of sense. This is
dark bruise on her face, and then it just kept it kept multiplying. It just kept getting bigger and bigger. So it was my responsibility, I felt, to not only attempt to clear my name for the sake of, well, for many reasons, but I wanted to clear my children of this horrid thing that they were having to read about their father, which was untrue. And also, after many years of being in this industry, at the time, I'd probably been in the industry 30 plus years, 35 years. Never had any problems, anything like that. And I had met many people over the years, many of the people, and had the opportunity to talk to those people and to even give advice to these people. And I'm not...
this is interesting.
My goal is the truth. My goal is the truth. Because it killed me that people that I had spoken with, that I had met with over the years, who maybe were in a not such a great position and they needed advice, and I gave them the best advice I could. All I could think of was that those people would think that I was a fraud and that I had lied to them.
That's so bad. True.
So I had to wait for my opportunity to address the charges which were
Well,
criminal
he's not only nervous; it's probably emotion packed, and on top of that, he probably has to choose his words very well. Because even if he says one bad word in a correct context, what they're gonna do. Defense lawyers are gonna spin that shit on him and say, during your first testimony, you said that this happened that way. What did you mean by that? Did that really happen? Oh, does that mean that you lied? So you're lying on stand? So if you're lying right now, if you lied then, why would you mean that you're lying now or you're gonna lie in the future? And it's like it gets kind of fucked up. I don't know.
and they just weren't true. So I felt the responsibility of clearing the record as the only way that I could get to the point where I could speak has really taken this full 6 years, and it's been 6 years of trying times.
6 years.
Strange when one day you're Cinderella, so to speak, and then in 0.6 seconds you're Quasimodo, and I didn't deserve that, nor did my children, nor did the people who have believed in me for all these years. I didn't want any of those people to believe that I had done them wrong or lied to them or that I was a fraud. I pride myself on honesty. I pride myself on truth. Truth is the only thing I'm interested in. Other lies will get you nowhere, but lies build upon lies and build upon lies. It's too much to cover. I'm obsessed with the truth, and so today is the first opportunity that I've been able to speak
Adeptus side with Amber. Nah, she did not.
About this case in full for the first
time.
No
shot. You're saying some bullshit there.
Mr. Depp, how do you feel about the intimate details of your life being aired in this process?
You guys watch that? I was asleep.
As a father, raising kids, when they were very, very little, it was important to me, very important to me, to try to
music.
Shield my children as much as possible from looking at their father or their mom, for that matter, as novelties. I didn't want my children to experience hordes of paparazzis. So I was always a very private person. So for me to come up here and stand before you, or sit before you all, and spill the truth is quite exposing. And it's unfortunate that it's not only exposing for myself, it's exposing for my family, it's exposing
it's
for
Ms.
Harder,
weird.
it's exposing for, it never had to go in this direction. And so
guys, could they have chosen technically to make this more private of a hearing without cameras and shit or not?
I can't say that I'm embarrassed because I know that I'm doing the right thing.
Now, Mr. Depp, I'd like to turn a bit to your upbringing. We heard a bit from your sister, Christy.
Yeah, I mean, you must really care about clearing your name and having the truth heard out there. Because it probably has to spill a lot of personal details that are kind of weird to say. Like, if you have a testimony about a situation and you have to say what you were doing at the time, it's very private and weird. But if you must really care about the truth if you're gonna go publicly and say that. I don't know. Like, oh yeah, I was juicing it up, I was jerking, and I was watching said content on the TV. And it's like, okay, you know. In interest is school Amber Heard attorney on dopamine and serotonin. I wonder what he has to say about that.
You agree with that, right?
No, I'll sustain the objection.
Okay. Okay. Well then, let's do this. So is it your testimony that right after you cut your finger off, that you, or right after, I won't give you anything to argue with me yet. Right after you sustained an injury to your finger.
Pagman.
Right after you sustained.
Wait, is he missing a finger?
An injury to your finger. Is it your testimony that you did not ask for cocaine and ecstasy right after you told the doctor about your finger injury? Is that your testimony?
Regardless of what date you believe works within the world time zone,
It's
don't
been 2 years
believe
and I've
that
enjoyed
How much
every
is how much is?
someone who has gone through opiate dependency, who has lost the ability to produce dopamine and serotonin in their own body, because that's what the opiate does. Your body no longer needs to make the dopamine or the serotonin. The dopamine and serotonin, as you know, I imagine, are things that keep us it gives us our moods. It gives us.
I appreciate that, but my question wasn't that. My question was,
I'm just trying
right
to
after
school
you told the
on it.
doctor about your finger injury, you were asking for coke. It's entirely possible that you were asking for cocaine and ecstasy.
Objection.
Yes
calls
or
for
no?
Speculation.
I'll allow that question. Answer it.
No, I don't get it. He cut his finger, then he asked for coca.
Need more whitey stuff. Yes, it's a reference to cocaine, but that doesn't.
Oh, he didn't.
There's nothing here that says that I ingested the drug.
Not saying there is, but you were asking for more cocaine and you were asking for more ecstasy, correct?
Oh, he didn't cut his finger. She did, and she's saying that he didn't. Oh, so why are they asking about the drugs then?
Exhibit.
I want to watch this. It says, "I did not punch you. I was hitting you." That's got to be a question mark, no?
And for the record, this is an audio recording, and it's quite lengthy, so we intend to play certain portions of it.
Okay.
This shall be, guys. This ought to be interesting, no?
No objection other than just like.
Makes perfect sense. Wait, how does that make sense though? I did not punch you. I was hitting you. Wait, it doesn't matter how you word it though. If you're physically assaulting somebody, you're physically assaulting somebody. Why does that wording need to be so precise about this?
Okay.
Oh, it was sarcasm. Okay.
The entire audio is in evidence, correct? Yes. And no
Yes.
objection? Okay. All right,
And
343 in evidence.
If you'd like me to read the specific minutes now, or we can provide it to council afterwards.
Hey, if you want it now, or as you go, or?
I'll watch the finger thing in a minute, Leacox. Sounds kind of interesting.
We intend to play minute 25, 37 seconds through 26, 28.
Guys, just a disclaimer before you watch this shit. Guys, I'm interested in this because I think this is kind of important, but I kind of watch it. Okay. I'm probably gonna time you out or ban you if you downplay assaults or like harm, especially physically, from one person to another, even in other contexts or whatever. Okay, when we're talking about real shit. Okay, I won't tolerate people in chat that are downplaying physical harm to somebody else. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna say, oh man, oh, but it was only a slap. It was only this. It was only that. Oh, she threw something at him, but it was only a piece of paper or it was only a piece of plastic. It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. That's just fucking weird. Don't assault people. Not that big of a deal, is it?
1 hour and 57 minutes, 21 seconds through 1 hour, 58 minutes, 54 seconds. 2 hours, 38 minutes, 52 seconds through, 2 hours, 38, 52 seconds through 2 hours, 39.
Oh, lady,
minutes,
just
43
fucking get on with it. Jesus.
And then 2 hours, 46 minutes, 1 second through 2 hours, 47 minutes, 20 seconds. Those are 4 clips. Okay. Thank you.
It's gonna be an audio clip. Uh-oh.
It's just audio. Doesn't matter.
Oh, did they skip it?
That's the promise you gave me a little while ago. I'm telling you, if you lost memory last night of kicking me out the door with the fucker hitting me,
Again,
and
I'm sorry.
your memory is gone from you kicking the bathroom door and hitting me in the skull as I was bent
Again,
down.
I am
Wait,
sorry.
if you have those memory fucking divots.
I was upset. There was a lot going on, and I was on an Ambien. Like, why are you obsessing with the fact I can't remember it the way you remembered it? I said I was sorry. I
Okay,
didn't
I
deny
know
it.
that. I'm not talking about that.
Sorry, it was really fast. I'm
I
sorry.
can't remember it the way you remembered it. I said I was sorry. I didn't deny
I know
it.
that. I'm not talking about that. What I want.
Wait a minute.
The bathroom door and kicking me out the door. I promise you gave me a little while ago.
I won't watch it.
I'm telling
Still
you,
done.
if you lost memory last night of kicking me out the door with the fucker hitting me,
Again,
and
sorry.
and your memory is gone from you kicking the bathroom door and hitting me in the skull as I was bent
Again,
down.
I am
Wait,
sorry.
if you have those memory fucking divots.
I was upset. There was a lot going on,
okay,
and I was
but wait.
on an ambient. Like,
Okay,
why?
but wait.
Like, why are you obsessing over the fact that I
Guys,
can't?
what does it mean being on an ambient? Is that like some sort of like session or something? Like if you listen to like ambient music and you're relaxed? What is that? Oh, it's a drug.
Remember the way you
It's a drug? Is it a prescription drug? What is it? On an ambient, bro. What is that? Is that like a perky? Is that like a perks? Sleeping pill.
remembered it. I said I was sorry. I didn't deny
know
it.
that. I'm not talking about that. What I want.
Yeah, it's a sleeping thing. Okay, interesting.
No, it's not to get you mad. It's not to get. It's just
Sorry, I was reading it.
to get out of a bad situation while it's happening before it gets worse. In Australia, when we had the big fight where
Guys,
I lost the tip of my
Hold up,
finger.
guys. I thought, guys, if you fight some of these medicine that makes you sleep and you don't sleep, they kind of hit you hard. Don't they know?
It gets worse. In Australia, when we had the big fight where I lost the tip of my finger, at least 5 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms I went to
To avoid talking to me. To
To
avoid
escape
working it
the-
out. That's
to
the
escape
problem.
the fight.
You don't escape the fight. You escape the solution.
No.
You escape the solution.
No.
You escape figuring it out. We cannot work it out if you run away to the bathroom every time.
Listen to me.
Oh my
Listen
god!
to A boxer
Guys,
can't
that's-
go
that
12
is
rounds
insanity.
Without a fucking minute break.
I'm not giving you a minute break. You do.
Wait, is she admitting that she cut his finger off or whatever the fuck, right? And then she's blaming him for not coming back to discuss finding the solution to said problem that caused that. That is the most backwards shit I think I've ever seen in my life.
At minute 3 at the beginning of an argument.
No. There are rounds, man. And when it gets too fucking hairy, the ref splits them apart or whatever. But all I'm saying is, you can't have a solution if the argument just keeps mounting and mounting and mounting and mounting. I fucking go into the bathroom and sit on the floor. Bam, 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 here you come. I come out. Fight, crazy, escalated. I go split again, I go to another fucking bathroom or a bedroom or something. Knock, 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 bang, bang, bang. You kept coming to get me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. Just... Sorry, man. I like he speaks in onomatopoeias. I do that as well. I am very onomatopoeia-filled dialogue. Don't get mad at me. Yes, onomatopoeias. Boom, bang, shabang, blop.
I'm not the one who fucking throws fucking pots and
Those are
whatever
That's
the
different.
fucking else at me.
That's different. That's one does not negate the other. That's irrelevant. It's a complete non sequitur. Just because I've thrown pots and pans does not mean that you come and knock on the door. Just because there are vases does not mean that you come and knock on the door.
Really, I should just let you throw.
I'm not saying that. You're saying that. You're putting words in my mouth and then making non
I'm
sequiturs.
giving you a situation.
No, you're trying to justify how you don't or do come to the door
No,
based
I'm
on whether I throw
justifying-
pots and pans. It's irrelevant.
No, I'm justifying how you seem to think that there's this cowardice in me that runs away and I don't fight for you.
And you're justifying that by saying I throw pots and pans? Okay, cool. Let's
Fight
talk about
for
everything
you?
you do wrong.
I'm not the one who.
Yeah, she's ill. She needs professional help. That ass though. Yeah, I think there are clear, very simple social concepts that she doesn't have the grasp of. That are very simple to most people that she doesn't have an idea about. Maybe entitlement kind of made it this way, or maybe her upbringing or whatever, because that's like fucking brain dead shit.
Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened.
You told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
And I lied.
And that you punched me in the
You're right.
fucking thing. And
You figured it out.
And you said, no, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And I watched you lie. And then
I didn't punch you,
and
by
then
the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, you've been in a lot of fights. You've been around a long time. I know. Yeah.
No, when you fucking have a close
You
face.
didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this.
Yeah, I think this entire case, I think this audio clip is really good.
Yeah.
No,
Look how she downplays with her tone, physical harm.
fucking have a close
You
face.
didn't get punched. You got hit.
Oh, you didn't get punched. Like, look how she's downplaying. Imagine you're talking to this person in real life, and she says that. Oh, you little baby, you're such a pussy, dude. I only fucking smack you in the face at full force, dude. Oh, come on, man. Come
I'm sorry
on,
I
dude.
hit you like this.
Dude, why don't you like getting fucking assaulted, dumb fuck, pussy?
But I did not
like.
punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are you talking?
What am I supposed to do? Do this? I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are. That's the difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you started.
You are such a baby. Grow the fuck up,
Because you started
Johnny.
physical fights.
Oh wow, that's
I
fucking
did start a
hardcore.
physical
Yeah,
fight.
you did. So I had
Because-
to get the fuck out of there.
Yes, you did. So you did the right thing, the big thing. You know what? You are admirable.
Mr. Depp, could you please explain to the jury what they just heard on those audio recordings?
Damn, here it comes. A mental illness, Your Honor.
What was just played on the audio recordings was very much the tone and the aggression and the attitude and the need for a fight from Ms. Heard. That was, I don't know if that was some need for attention, but that was a sound that I had gotten very used to. The squabbling, the raising of the voice to essentially excommunicate anything that I had to say about the situation. But then, and I do remember that incident. I believe that's from the when I was in the bathroom. I was in fact taking a shower, and this was in penthouse 3. And she came banging on the door, banging on the door, banging on the door. I didn't answer. I was in the shower. I couldn't deal with it. I didn't want to deal with any more of that sarcastic, demeaning,
Penthouse 3.
aggressive, violent, toxic spew. And so I was taking a shower and I didn't want to answer the door. She kept banging. And then I finally got out of the shower and I opened the bathroom door about just that much.
Guys, now I'm wondering, chat, what would happen if there a bunch of harm like this happened and a bunch of bullshit? If he striked back even a single time, and she had any sort of physical marks on her, how different would this would have been?
So I could have a.
It would have been
good
done.
hold on
So
the door, in case she tried to burst in, and I was right. She did. She was bathroom doors go in. She was pushing all her weight on the door, trying to get in. And I was pushing back because I didn't want to let her in because I obviously didn't want the confrontation. She was not in the best of moods, you can hear. So when I was pushing the bathroom door, trying to close it, and was almost closed, she suddenly kind of yelped in pain.
Hmm?
And she screamed out, "Ow, my toes or my foot or something." And so in that second, I thought,
Oh, he's gonna let go because he thinks he's squeezing her toe.
Her foot had gotten
Yeah,
caught under the door.
I knew it.
Which would, of course, not feel great on the foot or the toes, so I thought she was
And she can use the opportunity to get in.
I knelt down to have a look. The door was still, it was still pretty well about that much open. And when I knelt down on my hands and knees to look at her foot to see the injury, she kicked the bathroom door into my head. Yeah, she kicked the bathroom door into my head, and I was completely taken aback by such a corrosive, horrific move. So I stood up, and I believe I stood up, and
Jesus.
But at this point, the door was open. I stood up, and I said, I think I said, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? And the next move was just a bang, and just she clocked me in the jaw.
Huh?
And
Wait, she did what? Wait, she did what?
She clocked me in the jaw. The next move was just a bang, and just she clocked me in the jaw. And that was another shocker.
How long after that did you start recording?
Sorry?
How long?
Guys,
after
is she
that-
taking notes? I feel like she's just like, oh yeah, and then we're gonna use that against them. And she's like, right, she's like writing something.
Did you start recording that audio recording that we just heard?
That audio recording.
They say,
was about-
Your Honor, I didn't clock him in. I only hit him. I didn't clock him. Sorry.
Her trying to make less of what had happened. In fact, trying to make less of what had happened by repeating some story to me that didn't make any sense, and it certainly didn't make any sense since I was there and I was the target. So I wanted some confirmation from someone with some semblance of a mind that could understand what was happening. I wanted Mr. McGivern to come up, and I asked her to tell him what had just happened. And her answer was essentially, I don't know what he's talking about. Nothing happened. He's fine. And once again, I told Mr. McGivern, time to leave.
Oh shit! What the? Jesus Christ! Get that shit off my screen, man! Is that Popo? Oh my God! What the fuck? I saw it. It's actual Popo on the bed, dude.